Hey yo guys, how's it going? Tally here, and today I'm bringing you round 4 of the Reddit non-meta tournament. Today we're up against DDDs, so let's have a little CCC at how it all goes down. Before we dive into the match though, as always guys, be sure to like the video, be sure to comment hashtag for the algorithm, and if you haven't joined Team Tally yet, that subscribe button is down there. Now, let's dive into the match. Okay, so let's get started with game 1 now. Our opponent won the dice roll and they are going first, as DDD like to do. I'm going to stop that now, but let's look at the hands as always. They opened up with a Baphomet, a Swamp King, an Effect Veiler, Called By, and Zero King Rage, which by the way, cool art. I'm not so sure in the effect. We however started off with an Increase, a Hero Lives, a Miracle Fusion, a Solemn Judgment, and an Honest Neos, so not a bad hand going first. Going second, it's a little bit different. Okay, but they kind of bricked here, but they are still able to end on at least 2 disruptions. So let's see how this goes. So they end their turn with an Effect Veiler in hand, Called By on the field, and a Spell and Trap Negate. So ultimately, we're a little bit goosed, right? Because a Hero Lives, that's just pay 4,000 to be negated. Miracle Fusion, currently relatively useless, okay? Because it requires us to get rid of both of our heroes. Judgment could be good if we get to play the grind game, and Foolish Burial seems like the right choice right now for me, because I don't know that this is a Called By the Grave. So I go ahead and I send the Shadow Mist, and they react with the Called By the Grave, which is unfortunate for me, so our Shadow Mist isn't going to pop off. Shadow Mist really would have saved this hand if I'm honest. I say that, it probably actually, what could we have gotten? Probably a Faris, which would have been negated in hindsight, so we're probably looking for a wee bit more than what we had. Alright, but anyway, we go ahead, we go Increase, and we just go and beat over their big beat stick, their Spell and Trap Negate with Honest Neos and Increase, just to kind of play around, you know, any potential build up of resources, because ultimately, like, I've seen DDD combo before, I knew that that was a bad hand looking at that, and that they were out of resources already realistically. Now, this Allure of Darkness, they play it and I think, I don't want them digging into their deck, so I go ahead and negate that with the Judgment. And then, I didn't read this card particularly well, but they Confusion Summon again, which isn't really the worst thing in the world, because it now gives us 2 different attributes in the grave. So overall, we start off, we go ahead, bait the negate with the Miracle Fusion. If they've got that, then we've got the Hero Lives, and again that could face another negate, but we could have options going forward after that. So again, they actually do let that go through. We have the Sunrise and they negate the Stratos, and this is pretty much just game from here, right? From a resource standpoint, they can't really do much, but I did misplay this slightly poorly. So let's talk about what I did and what I should have done. So I used the Stratos to attack and pop the Genghis. That's actually not really an issue because this has enough attack points to get over the Genghis. So what I should have done is I should have popped the Swamp King Dark Contract. Alright, because I could beat over the Genghis with Sunrise. It's not about going for the kill here. And then I could have just popped that to deny them any further plays, because this deck doesn't do 1-card combos really unless they draw Kepler. But anyway, going on from here, we just set the Hero Lives as a bluff. They draw into DD Cerberus, and they don't really have much. They get a smaller beat stick and they scoop. Guys, that's game 1, let's talk about game 2. Okay, so going into game 2, our opponents start again, and they open up with a Kepler, which is immediately better. Now, I kind of feel like this actually was a dumb play, because they could actually use the Dark Contract, even if I negate it with Ash, which is what I do, they could use it to, if they have Lamia in hand, as an extender using Lamia. Now, Halofibrax, Needle Fiber is banned here, so wouldn't quite be as deadly, but they may have other plays that they could have went into, you know, thinking about like the big Gilgamesh guy. Alrighty, so overall we negate that, they go into the fusions, they do some of the plays, and they combo off with a nice big Pendulum Summon. Okay, now, the way they got this out of grave was, I believe this guy, when a card is special summoned, or when it's special summoned, you can pay 1,000 and summon one from the graveyard. So that's how they did that. Now, let's keep going. So they are able to set up a decent board of a couple negates, right? So of course this is Flame King Genghis, the regular Flame King Genghis, so this card actually isn't a negate, that's fine, but this is a negate, so King Siegfried. It's a quick effect, you can target one face-up spell or trap on the field, and it has its effects negated until the next standby phase. So realistically, dead. right? These are dead. I don't really have much extenders, I don't really have many other plays. Couldn't activate this. What am I really doing with this, right? So not great. So we are going to do exactly what we did before. We are going to normal summon Vision Hero Increase, because what we can do is when we take damage, which we are undoubtedly going to do, we can summon Increase on the next main phase by tributing a hero. So that was the game plan. Did not quite go exactly as we planned, alright, because they have a big board of beaters. And do you know what this dude does? That card that I said I wasn't so sure on? If your opponent's life points are 4,000 or lower, then it has the exact same attack as your opponent has life points. Which isn't great. Okay, but I think I can still live through this realistically. No, I can't. Nope. 28, 22, 20, below 4,000, so that's us on to 0. Well, that was game 2. Let's take it to game 3, guys. Game 3, we're going to start off because this deck is built to go first and grind. Let's look at the hands as per usual. Copernicus is alright. Dark Contract with the Gate, not bad. Swirl Slime, not bad. DD, Night Howl, and Rage. Man, this card is stuck to this guy's hand. And for us, we have a Solid Soldier, a Faris, a Judgment, another Faris, and the Shadow Mist. So at the very least, we have Judgment with Dark Law, which I think really could be enough to take out this opponent anyway. So what we're going to do is the absolute combo of combos. We're going to grab our Mask Change, we are going to then Faris with Faris, doing the whole Vision Hero combo. I'm not going to even commentate this, you've seen it a million times on the channel. Grab that Poly, we're going into the good boy Cross Sky. Cross Crusader is going to get us the Liquid Soldier, and we're going to dig for more interruptions. Sunrise grabbing the Miracle Fusion, drawing 2, not drawing great cards if I'm honest, but we still have some plays. Going to continue on, we have a million extenders here, so we're going to go into Wonder Driver, summoning out Absolute Zero, Mask changing into Dark Law, getting that Mask change right back, and we end our turn with a Judgment, a Mask change for a full board wipe, no graveyard for them, protection for our other heroes, and Wonder Driver, he just looks kinda cool. So let's see what they do. Alright, so they go ahead for the smart play, which is Dark Contract with the Gate, but of course we are going to Dark Law them to remove a card from their hand. Following that, they are going to then Fusion Summon a monster in Flame King Genghis, the High Flame King Genghis. They're going to attack Wonder Driver, realising that they don't really have any further plays because look at the board we have, and they lose. I say they lose, they scoop, right? So they took the loss there. And that's totally fine, guys. That is another match to us. Let's take it to the outro. Guys, thank you very much for watching. That is the video for today. Now, let me know down in the comments below what you thought of the match. If I could have played it differently, better, worse, you let me know. Now, as always, if you like it, give it a like, and if you love it, give it a share and tell everyone you know about Team Tally today. And of course, if you haven't joined Team Tally yet, what are you doing? The subscribe button is down there. As always, guys, you have been amazing. I have been Tally. I'll catch you later. Bye.